It's a chair. It's a
okay.
support. It's a support.
Right.
So we're saying that the bad things in life support the good things.
No,
in
the
life.
bad things in life are basically giving us the tool to understand what is good in life. Whenever there is darkness, a candle in the dark is a great help,
Right.
right?
Right. Because we
Um,
can see when we couldn't see.
a candle in the dark is much more appreciated than all
And a
these
candle
8
in a
or
light.
whatever 10 light bulbs that we have in this lit room now with daylight, right?
Right.
You don't appreciate these 10 light bulbs
As
as a
much.
lit room in a lit room as
Right.
much as when you have complete darkness and you have one little candle that you can go like this and see what's written there, right? So, and this is the approach of everything. This is the approach of the relation, the relativeness between Shabbos and the whole week. You get Shabbos 1/7 of all the days of the week, right? Right. And you learn to appreciate Shabbos. If you had Shabbos all week long, you probably wouldn't appreciate it as much.
We'll see in the world to come.
We'll see. But we're actually approaching. It says that in the world to come, people will not need to make money. So what will they be doing? They're supposed to be learning Torah. Are we ready to learn Torah 24/7? I don't know, 8 hours a day, whatever it is.
But in the time of Mashiach, it was expressed very definitely that there will be a change of heart. And if there's a change of heart, then our total approach and mindset will be different. So the idea that we can learn 24 hours a day, we say it's
not really
impossible now.
because we're eating and sleeping and whatever. But
maybe then it will. Anyways, we're wasting.
We're not really wasting because it's all learning.
All
because
discussion.
because this is exactly what you asked. Why are we learning?
Yes.
We're learning so these discussions will come out to the daylight. So we don't. So they, because we can go round and round and learn philosophy and learn learn it
a lot
in
of theory.
Exactly. But then we have no idea how to approach life, and therefore we didn't give it over to our children so well and to our grandchildren so well because we didn't learn it ourselves so well. And it's taking us years and years to develop it and figure it out. And again, another example of the bad being a chair to the good. We made all the mistakes in the world so that we can, come and say, those are the mistakes we made. And so that our children can come and say, those are the mistakes our parents and grandparents made. So we want a different world.
We're not going to make it.
We're going to make new mistakes.
Yes. We'll find them. I know that will. Because we taught them well how to make mistakes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
One thing we really taught them well.
I don't know, 200 years ago, families were together. They were helping each other.
Mm-hmm.
And now we're splitting in all directions.
Yeah.
And again, what did we have back in those days? We had a lot of gossip. We had a lot of Lashon Hara. I still lived in a place where people were living in big chamulas, right? What's big chamulas? Like big tribes. Like big tribes, right? If you lived around many, us Ashkenazi world, we lost most of our families in the Holocaust. But if you lived around Moroccans and Yemenites and this and that,
very tribal.
It's very tribal oriented, exactly. So my childhood was very in those kind of tribes, and I saw the pros and the cons of living in those tribes. You see it in every extended family, right? Why is it that people are so afraid of coming to celebrative holiday, Seuda, or even, any simcha,
because they have
family
to sit together with family.
Because you have to figure out family things, and family things are not always that
dynamics.
Right. It's not that easy.
I just called my sister and wished her happy birthday 2 days ago. And the thing that I came out of the conversation with was how sorry I was if I bothered her, because she started talking and I continued with her about the election and what we think about it. And the voices just rose and rose. They rose equally, so nobody was going, yeah, on the other one, but we were so negatively excited. And afterwards,
And all you
I
wanted was
thought,
to wish a birthday. Yeah.
yeah,
Wow.
that's what the call was for. It could have been over in 5 minutes, and it wouldn't have felt like we were brother and sister so much, but it would have felt like he remembered me. Oh, that would have been nice.
No, it would have been nice if it
sweet.
had sounded
But-
like a brother and sister in a positive manner, not in a negative manner,
Yeah,
right?
Don't you
Not
know
like we're
when
still
But
15.
we doggone will disagree.
Right.
And we did so, and I felt so bad
Sure.
about calling her on her birthday to make her feel bad.
But you put any siblings
You
together.
did the right thing.
You put
I
any
did,
Right.
You
but
did
it
the
siblings
right
turned
thing.
out not so
together.
well.
Well,
Right.
what you didn't do right was when she started with that, you should have
Say,
said,
I should have said,
Let's
no,
not
let's
talk
not talk about
politics.
that
let's
now.
not go
Right.
You
there.
know,
Right.
I really just called to wish you a happy birthday.
Right.
I
Right.
should have stayed focused. This is my
Right.
fault.
Yeah.
You're right.
It's not that
any
it's not about
siblings, when
fault.
they
It's
get
both of
together,
you.
they follow
It's
each
If I
other.
both.
realize
Right.
it's my fault,
We
I
resort-
can change it.
Right.
If I
Right.
don't assign fault to myself
Right.
for my part in it,
Right.
then I'll never do anything
Right.
to modify it.
Right. But
So it'll
fault.
happen again.
Right. But fault is like, again, you can go into a whole beating of yourself with
Yeah,
fault.
I don't
Yeah,
do
don't
that so
go
much
into
anymore.
that.
Not at my age.
Right. Right.
You beat a little bit and you fall over.
Right.
So at
I
this
have
age,
friends-
you don't beat yourself.
Right. I have friends from the opposite side of the political map. And I'm like, if we want to keep our friendships, we're just not going to talk about
We just
politics.
don't talk about it.
Yes.
But
Yeah.
would you
My-
would you
my sister
consider?
told me.
Do you email her occasionally? Email or WhatsApp her in
WhatsApp,
messages?
Yeah.
Well, I wouldn't WhatsApp her a message and say, I really just called to wish you a happy birthday. I'm sorry we got completely off the track and we had this,
Maybe.
and I just want you to have a wonderful year and,
Maybe.
and
Right.
just
Right.
nice things.
What I did was really
Even a note, a
probably
voice
much more
note.
stupid than that. Not saying that's stupid, but what I did was along the stupid line. Toward that, I said to my other sister, I realized that our sister was sitting out front of your house. She was going in to visit you, but she was sitting out in front of your house having an argument with me on her birthday after I had just called to wish her happy birthday, and I really hope I didn't spoil her day. When she came in with you, only you would notice. So if she
I
tells
think she
me,
had a lot of fun with
if
that.
she tells
She
me,
did it on purpose,
if
obviously.
she tells me, well, she does that.
Some people
If
do.
she said to me back, if my younger sister said to me back, no, she seemed fine, then it was just something that happened.
Brothers
But if
and
it seemed like she
sisters.
was irritated, if she says, she was a bit irritated, then I need to apologize to her in some way, very like what you're saying. I didn't. It wasn't my intention. I just wanted to wish you a happy birthday.
That's right.
Right.
Yeah.
So I'll
Right.
find out from the third
And a voice
from the
note.
second sister.
I
A
would
voice
say-
note is better than a text, I think.
Maybe.
A voice note is much
Maybe,
closer and
But the
intimate
thing
and
is about
warmer.
a voice note, it sounds like me, and she can tell what's in my heart because of the character of my voice.
But your heart is really on it.
But yes. But in words, typing, you can always scroll back and read it again. It's not something you have
That's
to
true.
go
I agree.
through
I agree.
several different
Yeah.
voice messages to figure out which one is which. And I haven't yet on WhatsApp found a way to put a
I'll
little
tell you
note
what.
on it and say, oh, this is Miriam talking about
I'll tell you what,
this,"
you
know?
have a group with yourself. Make a group with yourself.
I do that. I have
And
that.
then you,
And I can send it
record
to
it there.
myself with the note.
exactly.
It's
And then
okay.
if it's a good one, then you resend it to her.
Very good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I do
Okay.
that.
All right.
Netza.
Back to you.
I think,